What inspired the Mary Robinson Centre? The awareness, I think, in her own town of the work that she was doing around the world. This was the town citizen born here in Ballina who could come back, do her shopping, be about at Christmas time, was not a celebrity, but everybody knew she was extremely important. And pennies began to drop amongst businesses, locally amongst businessmen, that this lady should be asked to do something. And she was thus asked to consider presenting her amazing archives, her amazing memorabilia from days in the UN and elsewhere to the town, which she kindly agreed to do. It will be an education centre. The blessing is that Galway University, through Dr. Jim Brown, their president, they have not just come on board, they are partners with Mayo County Council. They are a first-class team. They have a school of human rights, they have a school of women's issues, women's leadership, and Dr. Jim himself is a most proactive member of the planning group which is making this happen. They foresee that there will be lectures and seminars held at Victoria House, significant annual lecture, such as we're receiving today from Professor Mohammed Yunus, the Nobel laureate as he is.
Yeah, I think this is a measure of how useful this archive is to Mayo and to the West of Ireland, to the university. The fact that he would come here and lecture here. He's a very important man, a Nobel Peace Prize winner. Man has made a real contribution to the third world in terms of his work on microfinancing. It's great to have him here, to have the benefit of his experience, and the reason he's here is because of this archive, because of Mary Robinson. So in a sense, that really proves my point, that having such a resource here attracts high-quality people here, gives us access to them, and provides the population of Ireland, and particularly of Mayo, with the opportunity to hear people of his calibre.
I'm here because today we are launching the Mary Robinson Centre here in Ballina. And we are very happy that this could be done, and I'm invited to give the first lecture in the series to promote human rights, and that's what Mary Robinson has dedicated her life all around, and she has been going around in the world promoting this idea of human rights, at the same time on the environmental issues, whereas making the world a dangerous place every day because of the way we are making our life in this planet, ignoring the conditions of the planet itself. So that's what she's reminding and giving all the information to people to make changes in the policies so that we can save the planet rather than destroy it. And I'm very happy to work with her, and I'm very happy that I came here and meet everybody here. Well, everything starts with education, how the young people should look at the world. And I'm saying that education is missing something right now. It doesn't tell young people that they are the creator of the world. They want to do things in a way, we create a new world where all these problems that we created for ourselves will not exist.
And I'm really delighted to be here and to see so many friends and to know how much work has gone in already to the establishment of a vision of a Mary Robinson Centre, as you've heard. This is an important day for us. It is a very good coincidence, as Susan mentioned, that it's also the International Day for the Eradication of Poverty. And there are events taking place all around the world on eradication of poverty. And somehow here we'll be very in tune because of the nature of our very distinguished first speaker giving an address of an international human rights lecture in support of the Mary Robinson Centre.
I've met her long back, and I've seen her in the world stage. I see how much admiration she draws from the audience, from the people she meets, and the influence she makes on the policymakers, on the issues of environment, on the issues of human rights. And she's invited everywhere. She is respected and listened to, and she inspires young people everywhere. So I like the way she works, and we work together, and she supports the work that we do, focusing on women, focusing on children, focusing on bringing financial services to people, in redesigning the concepts that we always take it for granted. Now give a new nuance for those concepts so that we can create a new kind of world. So I admire her very much. I'm very happy to be associated with the launching of this Mary Robinson Centre.
Mary Robinson is somebody who was, for our generation, was a beacon. She was the person who led the fight for basic rights for women in this country. She led the fight for justice, for underrepresented populations, for socioeconomically disadvantaged people. She was somebody who I think in a difficult time in Ireland stood out as somebody who worked for the disadvantaged and for minorities. And I think people like me would see her as a great leader, as somebody who really made a big difference to our country, and somebody who's worth understanding and knowing to understand how people like her can be replicated, frankly.